Hello, welcome to this video. Today I'll show you how to segment a walnut. You can open a scan of the walnut here in the Analytics Preclinical software using the tutorial button, and under CT you find here on the bottom the walnut. And this is a CT scan of the walnut. You can slice through and open a 3D view, and there you don't see anything yet because you need to change the windowing a bit here. And now what you see here is the bed, but if you rotate it, there you see the walnut. Now we would like to segment the walnut into the different constituents, and first I'll segment the bed because it's kind of in the way. And unfortunately the bed is really touching the walnut here. So region or this fill region tool doesn't work well, but I'll show you another tool. So let's apply a thresholding first. So we add a temp class and we get all the stuff that is reasonably dense. So everything above minus 400 pounds-foot units. Now we can hide the underlay and just work on the segmentation. So we have all the dense stuff, the walnut, the shell, the stuff inside, and the bed. And now I'm going to use this tool here, the draw segmentation tool, with the acid spray mode. But first, let me measure the thickness of the bed here. So I go here and just measure the thickness. So this is around 1.1 millimeter. And so here I'll add a class bed, and I'm going to use the acid spray mode here, and I want to go from temp to bed using a thickness of 1.1 millimeters. Now the acid spray works like this. You kind of spray acid here on the region, and then the acid goes like 1.1 millimeter deep inside, and we're gonna spray basically on the whole bed. Oh, sorry, that was not good. The whole bed here. Now we have the bed, and you can hide the bed here, and you see we got the walnut pretty nicely and maybe cut a little bit into it here, but that's okay. Here's some funny dirt left, so we can remove that with the draw segmentation tool to go from temp to unclassified. Just grab it like that. Okay, now how do we get rid of the shell? We can do it in a similar way. Here, let's measure the thickness of the shell. It's something like 1.3 or 1.5 millimeter. So we are going to add class shell here, and I'll change the color a bit of shell to be like a brownish thing. So let's use the acid spray again now from temp to shell, restricting it to the temp class as an input class, and the acid spray would be 1.5 millimeters. And so let's grab it here. So this now goes like acid, and it removes the shell basically. So we can do it a few times, rotate around it, and now let's hide the shell class here. Now we can see what's left inside. This is the edible stuff. It looks like a brain. And then here, this is the thin stuff. You probably know this from walnuts, and you typically wouldn't want to eat it. So let's segment it into a class thin here, and we can do that with the region tool. So you can pick these guys one by one. That's quite cumbersome, but we can use a tool here, find components, find small components. So we take everything below a volume of maybe 300 cubic millimeters, and it'll go from temp to the thin class. So this removes a lot of the small guys, and now the big guys we can take care of with the region tool. So let's try here this big guy, and oops, it took the whole walnut because it is connected somewhere. So let's click undo, and let's try here the fill region mode with distance bounded, so 10 millimeters. So if we click here, it only goes like 10 millimeters far. So we can do this a few times until we see that take away something from the actual flash. And we can even hide here the thin class and just go on like this. Remove all these small guys. Try not to go into the flash. Eventually we will. I hope we will see it. See, now we went into the flash, so we click undo. So we would have to reduce this a bit, go in smaller steps. But this is now getting a bit tedious. It was too much, so but I don't have any better idea right now. Maybe very small steps and just a small walk. But anyways, you get the idea, I hope. And now let's turn on the visualization again. Here, the bed and the thin stuff, and also the shell here. And using the statistics tool here, you can get all the like the quantification, like the volume here in cubic millimeters, the mean intensity, and yeah. So I hope this helps. Thank you, and bye bye.